The sacrum and coccyx form the inferior portion of the vertebral column. Together, they are responsible for the downward and forward-facing concave sacral curvature of the spine. They are medial to the os coccygii, and altogether they form part of the posterior pelvis. The sacrum is a large triangular or wedge-shaped bone that has 4 points of articulation. This bone articulates superiorly with the last lumbar vertebrae, laterally with the ilium, and inferiorly with the coccyx. In children, the sacrum is made up of 5 unfused sacral vertebrae. In adults, the 5 sacral vertebrae fuse to form one bone. Along the anterior side can be seen 4 transverse ridges where the 5 sacral vertebrae fuse together. Located at the superior end of the sacrum is the base. The base consists of the entire cranial portion of the sacrum and includes the body and the ala of the sacrum. The body of the sacrum is the large oval-shaped surface along the midline of the base, which articulates with the body of the last lumbar vertebrae. Lateral to the body are wing-like structures called the ala. At the caudal end is the apex, where the coccyx articulates. Along the lateral edges of the sacrum are auricular surfaces. Auricle is another term for the external ear, and auricular is a descriptive term for something that is shaped like an ear. The auricular surface of the sacrum has an ear-like shape, hence the name. This is the region that articulates with the ilium, connecting with the auricular surfaces of the ilium to form the sacroiliac joint. The sacral canal is a continuation of the vertebral canal, and it runs medially throughout the entire sacrum. Unlike the vertebral canal, the sacral canal does not carry the spinal cord. Instead, the sacral canal houses 5 sacral nerves and 1 coccygeal nerve. Seen on the anterior and posterior portion of the sacrum are the anterior and posterior sacral foramina. Sacral nerves run through these foramina. There are 8 openings on both the anterior and posterior side, totaling 16 openings through which sacral nerves may traverse through. The sacral promontory is the eminence bordering the anterior body of the sacrum. It is an upward projecting process along the lumbosacral point of articulation. Along the posterior side is the median sacral crest. The median sacral crest is the remnant of the spinous processes of the unfused sacral vertebrae. The coccyx is the small triangular-shaped bone that articulates superiorly with the apex of the sacrum. It is the final portion of the vertebral column and is composed of 4 to 5 fused rudimentary vertebrae. The coccyx is also commonly referred to as the tailbone. It is a vestigial remnant of an ancestral tail. Interestingly, there have been very rare cases of individuals having a pseudotail, likely caused by an abnormal prolongation of the coccygeal vertebrae. While the coccyx is known as the tailbone, the actual etymological origin comes from the Greek word coccyx, meaning cuckoo, because it resembles the shape of a cuckoo bird's beak. The sacrum, on the other hand, comes from the Latin word os sacrum, which translates into sacred bone, possibly due to the fact that the sacrum was used in sacrifices or because of the belief that one's soul was located in the sacrum. Many other possible explanations exist for the naming of this bone.